Hello, everybody. How are you guys? We're back again with another Detroit video. We're going to be focusing so much on Detroit all this week. And one of the things that people keep asking me about is what are some of the other songs that were popular in the early days of Detroit? Now, I found three more. I had to do some research. But, guys, I think you're going to like them. Now, the first one on the list, now remember, keep in mind, there's only three instruments. We got to go back a little bit. There's only three instruments that they had in the early days. You could play the snake skin, which was a dead snake skin. You could play the fringe on your buckskin jacket. And there was jugs. You know, the old jug band? You could play the jug. So I suppose there was some kind of drumming going on too, but there wasn't any drums at that time. And again, we're talking in the very early days of Detroit when you're only talking about 30, 40 people in the whole town. So there's three more songs that we should talk about that were very, very popular. And what we mean by that is that people would sing them as they walked through the woods, as they rode on horseback. Perhaps you were chopping wood. You know, it helped the time go by. So they didn't have radio. They didn't have any of that. But it was just passed around. And sometimes you have a traveling musician that would tell them or share with them a new song. Okay, we get it. Let's get into it. The first one on our list is Right Shoulder, Left Shoulder. Now, Right Shoulder, Left Shoulder talked about a guy in a battle, right? In a battle that took bullet wounds in both shoulders. First in his right shoulder, then his left shoulder. And then, because he couldn't hold on to his own gun because of the injuries, he fell over a boulder. So it goes right shoulder, left shoulder, fell over a boulder, like that. It has that kind of rhythm. I'm not a singer, as you can tell. But that song was so simple and so easy to play on the snakeskin that it was very popular throughout the region. Now, some historians say that it stretched all the way up into Canada through, past the UP, up and around that area, not across what's now Windsor, but going up the other way and up, right? But that remains to be seen if that was actually the case, because there's a lot of a difference of opinion on it. Now, the second one on our list is, remember, you're talking about the frontier. So, as I mentioned, you might be singing right shoulder, left shoulder while you're chopping wood, but first you have to chop down a tree. So the song is called Tree Fell. And Tree Fell is the story of a guy, kind of like a Paul Bunyan type, but that myth hadn't quite caught on yet. So they just called him Giant Bear. So Tree Fell tells the story of Giant Bear, who wasn't a bear at all. He was a human man, but he was ginormous. And because of that, they tasked him with felling the trees. And in a Paul Bunyan style myth, he became bigger than life. And if you go down to Wayne State University or the University of Detroit, and you go into the library there, you'll see statues of this huge human being wearing all of the garb from that era, guys. And that's what is the subject of Tree Fell. Now, the third song that was so popular in the early days of Detroit, before anything was built, I mean, they maybe had an outhouse. That was about it, because everybody slept outside. And so you fell asleep to the sound of bubbling. But remember, they didn't have, everything was there. All of the wildlife, all of the bugs, all of the beautiful scenery, all right. We get it. So the name of the song was Babbling Brook. And it tells this tale of falling asleep to a babbling brook with the stars in the sky and mosquitoes eating your face. So it really captured the daily life. I think that's what made it such a big hit. It really captured the daily life of frontier Detroit. Well, guys, I hope that was fun. I really enjoy all of this history in one of my favorite cities in the world, Detroit, Rock City. Now come on back. We're going to have so much more, and I'll see you then.